are these people?
Now, first of all, let's get to Israel. If your side, this is a tip, if your side is intentionally shooting journalists, you're the bad guys. Yeah, that should go without saying, but somehow it doesn't. But yes, that's our first. That's where we're going to start. In advance of their sneak attack on Iran, Israel also knocked out complete internet to Gaza. And I brought a tweet from a doctor who has been treating patients there. And he says there's no internet, no signal, no sound, no world beyond this cage. I walked 30 minutes through ruins and dust, not in search of escape, but for a fragment of a signal, just enough to whisper, we are still alive. Not because anyone's listening, but because to die unheard is the final death. I think YouTube's trying to do that to all of us. Gaza is silent now. Not with peace, but with obliteration. Not in a silence of stillness, but of smothering. They severed the last cable. No messages leave. No images enter. Every grief, even grief, has been forbidden. I passed the corpses of buildings, of homes, of men, some breathing, some not. All of them erased by the same hand that erased our voices. This is not a siege of bombs alone. It's a siege of memory. A war against our ability to say we were here. The bombing never stopped, especially in Jabalia. They shell the streets where children beg for food. They shell the lines where mothers wait for flour. They shell hunger itself. No water, no food, no exit. And those who try, those who reach for aid are struck down. People die here and no one knows. Not because the killing paused, but because the killing of connection succeeded. The internet was our final breath. It wasn't a luxury. It was the last evidence of our humanity, and now it's gone. And in the dark, they massacre without consequence. I found this faint eSIM signal as a dying man finds a flicker of flame. I stood beneath a broken sky, risking death, not for rescue, but to send this. A single message, a last resistance. If you're reading this, remember, we walked through fire to say it. We were not silent. We were silenced. And when the cables are restored, the truth will bleed through the wires, and the world will know what it chose not to see. And what was deliberately hidden from it. It's not what it necessarily even chose not to see. It's what Israel ensured they did not see. It's just awful. Again, fuck Zionists. And not just, Reef asked, what do you say when fuck Israel isn't enough? And my answer is fuck Zionists. Because Zionists are much more than Israel. Except it's not. Because they're much more than Israel.
It is. It's the same thing.
It's kind of
There's no difference.
Okay. Because they're not.
Zero difference.
They're not.
And my whole point of the question is that, saying something isn't enough. So, also terrible answer.
Well, I think that
Take that, sir.
What would happen if they fucked around, and they would find out. And they certainly have found out for the last couple of days. Now, this guy, funny enough, Guy Christensen, all right, who apparently has now been expelled from Ohio State University for being pro-Palestine and insane that they did this, all right? But he says, I'm just appalled at the lack of coverage on Israel's final solution for Gaza. They're taking it over entirely, concentrating Palestinians into camps, and then will ethnically cleanse them out. It's named Operation Gideon's Chariots. And I believe that was covered on INN News recently as well. But Guy is unafraid, and he had Zionists try to appeal to his parents and dox him in that way, and dox his parents and get his dad fired. We covered that a couple of weeks ago. And he's still standing up strong. So all the credit to that kid. And then I wanted to mention that as of yesterday afternoon, internet is back in the entire Gaza Strip. So please support us. And so they didn't just fully knock out internet, although they did that while starving out and continuously shooting at the people going for aid. The Gaza Health, the fake organization of NGOs that set up to distribute food, they basically have now run away and said that it's impossible for them to do so. And it's not just because Israel's made it impossible, it's because they don't want to do it. And the ruse is over now. They accomplished what they wanted, which was to make it look like they tried. So that was the beginning of our Fuck Israel segment, just about what they're doing in the Gaza Strip. If you're able to, I'm going to break there and thank all these incredible supporters with our Wall of Fame from Indie News Network. If you're watching for the first time over on Substack, welcome. Thank you so much for checking this out. These are the incredible people that support our network. We are totally user-funded. We don't take sponsorships. We don't do ad reads. And again, all we have is you. These are the incredible people that have done that already. The ways to support our network are Cash App, $, Indie News Network, ko-fi.com/Indie News Network, paypal.me/Indie News Network. And you can do it over at innnewsletter.com and indiemediatoday.com over at Substack. And then we have our own self-host. Thank you.
Substack newsletter near you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I have to say that. So, and then Indie News Now is our self-hosted site. So you can go over there and go keep the news free. Click on that, and you can direct donate through our Stripe link there. I love you all. Keep independent media free and support independent media because we need it more than ever, fam. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Israel.
Mwah. Ciao, baby.
No! We just fucking lost the stream.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want?